Killing your family for a multi-billion-dollar inheritance is insane. Welcome back to another Rin Reviews. Yesterday, I went and saw the new movie, How to Make a Killing, starring Glenn Powell and Margaret Qualley. And honestly, after seeing the first trailer for this movie, I was super excited because Glenn Powell and Margaret Qualley are some of my favorite actors right now. And just the concept in general looked like it would be super interesting. And honestly, I thought it was a pretty good movie. Real quick before I continue the video, I just wanted to say about 95% of you guys that watch these videos aren't subscribed. So if you don't want to miss out on future reviews and other videos, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And also, if you enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like. Now let's get back into the video. The movie essentially follows Glenn Powell's character, Beckett Redfellow, whose mom was part of this family, the Redfellows, who had a multi-billion-dollar empire. But when she ended up having Beckett, her son, her dad cut her off, and she essentially had to go and pave her own way. And due to that, Beckett had never met any of the rest of his family. And as a kid, Beckett met Margaret Qualley's character, Julia. And then many years later, Beckett is working at a tailor shop, and Julia happens to walk in and mention about his inheritance that he would get from the Redfellow estate. And she makes a comment about him killing the rest of the family, which then sparks the idea for him to basically speedrun getting this inheritance by making the deaths of the family members look like accidents. Honestly, one of the major positives for this movie for me was the acting. I thought they all did really good performances. I also really liked the score for the movie and the way that they did the storytelling. It was kind of like a voiceover retelling of the story of what happened. And I personally really enjoyed that. And I thought it made the pacing work really well. And again, the concept of the movie was really interesting to me. Like, you know, this big inheritance and him trying to get away with murders. I also thought the twists in this movie were done fairly well. Some of them I was able to predict parts of, but for the most part, like, I wasn't able to predict the full thing, which is something I always enjoy in a movie that's framed the way that this one was. And I'll also say personally, I enjoyed the ending as well. I thought they did a really good job at ending off the movie. Honestly, if you're a fan of either Margaret Qualley or Glenn Powell or both, I would definitely recommend you to go watch this movie. And I would also say if you're a fan of movies like Knives Out, this movie is definitely a must watch for you. And overall, I'd give the movie a solid 7 out of 10. But yeah, with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Call me when you've killed them all.